correct. That statement is expected at noon in the Lok Sabha, but it's not just at Tawang on land, but China provoked in the air as well. IAF scrambled jets 2 to 3 times. That's the information now coming in. So provocation not just coming in on land, but also in the details that are just coming in. Sabyasachi, not just provocation on land, but we're seeing also information of how China provoked in the air as well.
Well, absolutely. This particular details have come in where not only land, but with the help of drones, also China has been trying to create its presence inside that area. And clearly at this particular point, we have to give credit to the Indian Army, the way they have handled the situation, both in land as well as air, to make sure that the Chinese army does not cross over the line of actual control. And that is the reason why the Chinese army was frustrated, and that is the reason they had to fire in the air, because they came with the intention to cross over the line of actual control, but because of the Indian army and the way they had prepared, the Chinese army could not do so.
But Sabyasachi, looking at the current details that we are, this has been the point of contention as the opposition has been raising questions exactly why has there been a late response on part of the government. Of course, the Chinese affiliated state media has been in a denial mode. They have been always. But this is something, as we are looking at, the answers will be given on the floor of the House as the winter session is underway by Raksha Mantri Rajnath Singh.
Well, absolutely. See, the opposition has been raising this point time and again. And after the Galwan incident, also the opposition has raised that the central should increase its forces in the strategic location, because top leadership of Congress as well as the other opposition parties have said that the Chinese army have been increasing their troops in these particular areas, and why the Indian government have not been doing so. And today also several leaders have pointed that out, that it is not the failure of the army, but it is because of the weak leadership from the central government, from the Prime Minister Narendra Modi, that this particular incident is happening. These are the questions which are being raised by the opposition parties to the centre, but we have to wait for the briefing by Defence Minister Rajnath Singh inside the parliament, where he's going to brief exactly what happened and what transpired. This incident, but the opposition parties are expected to create fireworks once when Rajnath Singh is expected to speak.
Absolutely. Multiple notices on the same that has been issued by the opposition leaders. However, in a short while from now, the Prime Minister also will be holding meetings with the senior ministers after paying homage to the martyrs of the Parliament attack. We saw those pictures just coming in a while back. There is also likely to be a discussion on the strategy to respond on the opposition's attack on China in the House, a meeting that has been called by the Prime Minister at his office there in Parliament. As the Parliament briefing, the proceedings are about to begin any minute now. With the winter session underway, we're expecting a bit of a ruckus there, Sabyasachi, on the floor of the House just at the beginning. It's about to be 11 a.m.
Well, absolutely. But definitely it's going to be completely ruckus, because since morning it has been several notices which has been given by the opposition, and all of them have targeted the central government. All of them have questioned the leadership of the central government regarding its management at the in India-China border, and also they have said that the central government has kept the people of the country in darkness, and they want answer from the central government regarding the entire situation, why no steps have been taken by the central government so far, to which Rajnath Singh is expected to give a reply today in both the houses, in Lok Sabha as well as in Rajya Sabha. That is why we had seen that Rajnath Singh had called in a high-level meeting where the CDS Ajit Doval as well as the chiefs of 3 army forces was also present over there, and the meeting went quite some time, and after that Rajnath Singh will be briefing the Prime Minister about the entire situation.
Absolutely. But once Rajnath Singh noon in the Lok Sabha, 2 p.m. in the Rajya Sabha, that is the expected statement of Raksha Mantri Rajnath Singh. Nibir, as far as these border skirmishes that have been reported before in other areas as well, this is over a 3,400 kilometer long undemarcated LAC between the two neighbors with the world's biggest armies that we are looking at, border skirmishes that have been reported before, either in Ladakh, even in Sikkim, and of course when it comes to Arunachal Pradesh as well. This is not the first time as the provocation has been happening on part of China there. In fact, last year itself, 15 of those locations that comes under Arunachal Pradesh, China had given new names to them.
Well, if we look at the geographical boundary of India in the northeast side in Arunachal Pradesh, it's very, porous boundary. However, due to the hilly terrain, it provides as a natural boundary. And as a result of that, China at times takes advantages. We have also got reports earlier when, Arunachali nationals, Indian nationals were abducted from allegedly by the Chinese PLA, and, they were later released. So this is an advantage that the Chinese have always taken. However, on a military level, on this unprecedented level, is something very new, because in that particular area we have never seen this kind of aggression only in the 21st century. So this is quite a remarkable, as if what the sources have indicated, if it is true, it's quite remarkable the way the Chinese have tried to explore in these areas. However, from the Indian side, due to these challenges that possess in that particular boundary, due to the difficult terrain, the Indian side have regularly tried to develop these areas. We also have the Village Vibrant program, which tries to develop the border areas, irrespective of the developments that the Indian side have tried to make. There are certain areas in this particular boundary in the northeast side of the country that that there are which is very porous, and due to the challenges it possesses, and
Absolutely.
in
But
the